Yep, so I did it. Are you really, really surprised? No willpower. Welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom the Sucker. And this is the oddest tank in the garage. This is the Tier 8 French Light Premium Tank. The ELC Even 90. I've heard this described as the French flea, the French cockroach. It is minuscule, even with a spade on the side. And this is supposed to have a 3-man crew. How the hell 3-man crew get in this? I have no idea. Let's have a look at the ELC compared to it. Look, ELC is bigger, and that's a 2-man crew. What's going on? Ah dear. Anyway. So yeah, this thing is one of the newest premium tanks in the game. Did a video a little while ago, somebody playing it extremely well, and asked the question whether I should buy it or not. And actually, funny enough, I guess most people came back and said it was kind of fun. It's not very reliable, but you have some very, very good games, and I think, well, I thought sod it. It is verticommas only £20 in the shop for the tank with basic 50% crew. It's also an extremely good crew trainer if you're working down the AMX line, because it's a 3-man crew like all the AMXs are. So from that point of view, very good. It does seem, if you have a good game, it's a good credit generator, but it is very much a one-trick pony. This is as pure a scout as you will find in the game. The scout function and tank has been mutated somewhat into almost like a medium tank in many cases, and the scout tank has very much more of an all-round role on the battlefield in World of Tanks than probably it was when I started to play. But this thing is pretty much a pure scout. It's what it's good at. Its gun handling is pretty woeful. Its reload time is horrible, but its concealment mobility is extremely strong. So anyway, let's have a look at it before we pimp it out, and see what it's all about. So it's a premium tier 8. It comes with this 90mm gun, 3-shell magazine, 2.5 seconds to reload each shell within the clip, and 30 seconds to reload the entire clip. That's a monumentally long time for a 3-shell clip. Only has 175 penetration with a stand round, 215 with APCR, and 45 with HE. Not that you probably use any HE. Average damage 220, 220, 270. So it means a clip average damage is 660, and I think that's one of the things that worries me a little bit, because if you look at some of the other clip autoloader light tanks, they have an average burst damage which is way higher than that. 660 is pretty woeful. Dispersion 0.38 is also pretty horrible, and aim time is even worse, 2.9. So this is not a gun that you want to be firing a huge amount. So looking at the other gun stats for this thing, we're getting a rate of fire of 5.24, that's with 100% crew. Turret traverse is 57.98, which is very quick indeed. Sorry, 47.98, that's still pretty quick. -9 gun depression. I mean, it's a tiny little beastie, so yeah, I don't know, but elevation only 13. Just damage per minute 1152. That is god awful, absolutely god awful. So having said its gun is not its thing, let's look at other stats. 900 hit points means that this thing can pretty much be one shot by the sort of tanks it's going to go up against. Obviously it's a tier 8 tank, we'll see tier 10s on a very regular basis. 900 hit points, yeah, you don't want to get hit in this thing because you ain't got no armour. 15, 10, 10, 15, 10, 10. 15 millimeters, yeah, so you're going to be overmatched by pretty much everything, which means every hit will do full damage. Mobility, however, is where the good stuff starts. So it only weighs about 8 tons. 160 horsepower engine is tiny. 23.88 acceleration, which is actually nothing spectacular. 70's top speed, 20 in reverse is also not absolutely spectacular, but is pretty good. And 46.94 traverse speed means it is a very, very nimble tank once it gets up to speed, which is what you would expect with a little cockroach. Concealment wise, so base concealment is giving me 22.12 with nothing on it. So that's no crew, no camo, no net or anything else. I believe you can get that way up to about 40 something with a decent crew and all the other bits and bobs, which is one of the best camo ratings in the game. So this is very, very good at remaining hidden. And like all light tanks, of course, your camo values are identical whether you're moving or whether you're stationary. The only thing that makes any difference is if you've got a camo net, obviously. So that's good. And I've also read that this has one of the best ratings behind the E25 of well, lowest rate of loss of camo values when you fire the gun. So every time you fire your gun, your camo rating plummets. But with this thing, it's not as bad as normal guns, I've led to believe. We shall see. View range is pretty basic, 380, which is nothing spectacular. So let me pimp it out, and we'll take it out for a couple of runs. Okay, so there we go. I've moved my crew from my tier 9. Oh no, it's my tier 8. Oh no, it's my tier 9. Sorry, I keep confused with all the changes. So 2 of them got full camo. The commander's got 80% camo. Put camo on the tank itself. Got a camo net. Put binos and vents because I want to improve everything. And that's now getting me a whopping 54.47 concealment value when stationary. Wow. When I'm moving, obviously I lose the camo, so that makes it 44, which is still pretty darn good. I put coffee on it as well, incidentally, so wowza, that's pretty impressive. Let's take it out and see what we can do with it. Okay, so this time we're on live oaks with top tier, one of the chosen 3. Anybody noticed how many yeah, I guess how often that light tanks are top tier compared to any other class of tanks? I must keep some stats on it, but it just seems to me, just from gut feel and playing the odd light tank here and there, I seem to get like top tier more often than any other class of vehicle. I'm not going to go very far here. I'm just going to sit here, see if we can spot anything. Because I like passive scouting. Ooh, shot came in. Enemy medium. Eaten. Come on, finish him off. Alright, now let's move. Oh, these trees are too heavy for me. I can't knock over the trees, they're too heavy. Damnation. Let's go for the reload. Try and use the cover. Ooh. Keep hidden. You see me anymore? Oh, they can see me. Okay, that answers that problem. Keep wiggling. Shots coming in everywhere. He's down 2. Tree just went down there. And he got me. Oh well. Well, not the greatest game I've ever played. Getting hit by that jumbo in the OI was a bit annoying. That was stupid, really. I thought I wasn't spotted anymore, and I clearly was, which is tedious. My bad. Lost me so much health that I couldn't take it. Mind you, I think that WZ would have finished me up anyway, to be absolutely honest. Let's hope they can take him down, because that's a tough old premium, that WZ. But he is on pretty low health. Why wasn't he firing? Oh, he did fire. How weird was that? Maybe his ammo rack was gone. Still light tank left. Hop in the cap, Mr. KV. Right, back with the result, which hopefully they shouldn't stuff up. So that was a third class. We got spotter, big dick, and sharpshooter. 569 damage, 3 kills, 699 base XP, 5 to 6 shots, hit with 5, ped with 4. Nearly 2,000 spotting damage. I am running coffee. There you go, coffee and croissants. So actually only made a profit of 31,500. But you know, that was a nothing game. Still made 31,000 and 2,200 crew experience for the ELC. Yeah, not a bad little game. Not a bad little game. So we're on Cliff. It's a tier 10 game. Quite a lot of places to scout in this one, but I'm going to at least look at going for the hill. See what the lie of the land looks like. No artillery, which is a shame. Because A, my mission is to kill 2 or spot and damage 2 artillery, so that's not going to happen. And B, as a scout, you actually want to see artillery, because then you can call it in. Let's see what we see. There's an enemy. Oh, he's taken down. Good job. Let's go immediately on a reload. WZ thought he could sneak round. get rid of him really. Oh, it's got a friend. Ow. Tank number 4 down there, he spotted me as well because, of course, heavy tanks spot light tanks. Well, maybe it wasn't him. Spotted again. Trying to track him, but not doing any good at all. On a reload. Good, he's down. Might have to load a skill round or two here. Trying to track him. Wait until his tracks repair and then we'll try and track him again. I thought it would just put one straight through. Spotted, but it's not aiming at me yet. Good, he's down. Only these 2 clowns down here, or 1 clown down here. And we get the kill. Ah, it was a far better game, wasn't it? Far, far better game. Got to the hill, managed to keep things spotted, managed to do a little bit of damage from there, but mainly it was just kind of trying to track people and keep them spotted. Did change to a skill round at the end there because I thought I was going to have to go for the T10 or the object because the reload is so frigging long. Have I mentioned that? But yeah, I like that. A good game, that. Enjoyable. So that turned out to be a second class. We got Spotter, Fire for Effect and Bruiser. Third on the team, 1793 damage, 1 kill, 1050 base XP, 13 shots, hit with 11, penned with 8, 2230 assistance damage, 86,500 credits. I am running coffee, which takes 20 out of that, so I still made 46,700, which isn't bad at all, and 1733 experience for the crew. So yeah, not a bad fun. It was a fun game, and I have to say that's what I'm finding with this tank. It is actually great fun. I don't think you can take it too seriously. There will be games where you just have to go, well, whatever, we'll just lose. You know, I just won't do anything. Not necessarily your team will lose, but just you won't do anything. You know, you get a Himmelsdorf and encounter, particularly Himmelsdorf and encounter I found particularly challenging in this tank because how often does half the team just go and camp in a corner and the other half go up onto the hill, and it leaves you and a light tank trying to sort of patrol the middle area against any mediums who try and push their luck, which doesn't go down too well. But it's a fun tank, and I actually have to say I've enjoyed it immensely, much more. I'm quite pleasantly surprised, because when I saw the stats for this, or saw them talking about it some long time ago, I thought that looks tremendous fun. Then I was put off by all the data that they shared in Super Test, and then the early reviews were distinctly shitty, actually I like it. There you go, I've said it, I like it. And for £21, 25 euros or whatever, it's not ridiculously expensive. And if you just want a bit of fun, and you're reasonably good with lights, I'm not a brilliant light player, as you've probably seen in these games, but I enjoy my light games. I have a bit of a laugh doing it, and I don't take it too seriously. And if you like that, then you'll like this. So there you go, Shock Horror Pro. So that's the ELC Even 90, the French Tier 8 premium light tank, the little auto-loading French midget, the French flea. I've seen it described as the French cockroach. It's tiny, it's French, and it's premium, and it's fun. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I will see you again soon. This is GamerDom signing out.